What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday, Hump Day, April 26, 2023. What is up? I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you. Hit me in the comments with any topics you guys want to talk about. Questions, comments, anything Buckeye football related, and I will talk about it. We're going to be reaching very hard for some topics this summer because I want to keep bringing this every day to you guys. So the least I can do is you're here for me. I'm here for you. That sounds like a song from the 70s. I'll be there for you. Anyway, no singing today. We got to talk about Buckeyes. Buckeyes who improved the most this spring. Who took their game to the next level in the spring practice. First off, got to talk Kenyatta Jackson, the defensive end. Jeez, did not see this one coming. Put on 20 pounds of muscle. Looks like an absolute monster out there. 6'5", 252. Jeez. He came to Ohio State as a top 60 national recruit out of Chaminade Madonna Prep. You know, I love saying that. Starting this spring, I had serious D-line depth concerns. Our front line DNs especially are fine. JT and Jack, obviously. But with Kenyatta coming on and Caden Curry, I'm feeling much, much better. Kenyatta had a great spring camp. He's got that raw athleticism, the length that I love more than anything. That's what she said. Quick burst off the edge. And now he's got that extra added strength after a full winter workout. Oh, man, the guy's pulling tires, yanking on ropes. His consistent technique and practice habits are what have kind of propelled him into this rotation, I believe. He's got the speed, the length, the bend. You got to be able to bend around that fucking tackle. And then the natural ability. And then now he's working with Coach Johnson, working on that hand fighting, you know, the scissor hands and shit, getting counter moves off of moves. So Coach Johnson and him are really going to create a monster, I think. And he's ready to make an impact. So can he carry over this momentum? This is what we're going to talk about a lot with these guys. I've got a handful of guys we're getting into. Can he carry this over through the summer into preseason camp? I think he's solidified himself easily in that top 4 rotation. So, like I said, JT, Jack is your starters. Then you got Caden Curry, and I believe Kenyatta Jackson is the next guy up. And he's going to get snaps this year. You can be sure of that, barring injury, of course. So, next up, wide receiver Jaden Ballard. This is year 3. It's time to freaking go, man. Year 3. He's a little bit behind the other guys in his class as far as development. Emeka and Marv. He's a little behind, not much, 6 months maybe, but they're going to have a rotation of receivers, and can he crack that rotation? You know, this wide receiver room is the best in the country. We all know that. When their coaches and bouncing ATVs off of his head. But anyways, Ballard has taken full advantage of the reps with Emeka and Julian out this spring. And coming into this spring, he only had 9 catches in games for 160 yards and a touchdown. But he's really worked hard this spring to improve his hands, especially on deep balls, short routes. And the big thing is contested catches, you know. Improved his footwork, and Marv and some of the other receivers in the room say he has some of the best hands in the room. His ball skills are phenomenal, Marvin Harrison said. He rarely drops a ball. So you saw that one-handed catch in the spring practice game thing. Probably he's not going to start. He's not going to start a game, but I think he has to take some reps from Julian Fleming. I think he has to, just because of his blazing speed, and nobody else on the offense, at least that receiver, has that level of speed. So you saw him; he dusted Jordan Hancock in practice. So again, maintain that consistency, and you gotta live within Brian Hartline's policy of you know, if he's going to pull somebody off the field, you got to be able to be just as good as that guy he just pulled off. So that's Hartline's policy. And you know, I think Ballard can justify being put in the game. So next up, flip it over to the defense here again. Corner, Davidson Igbinosun, IGB, whatever you want to call him, Dave. The Ole Miss transfer, in other words, has been a great addition to this room. He says it feels like home to him when talking about his transition to Ohio State. So at 6'2", again, bringing the length, stands out from the other corners, and 3 words: hands on balls. Hands on balls. What else do you have to say? He's aggressive, goes after the ball when it's in the air. Was the first of the January enrollees to get his black stripe off. He's taken reps with the ones. He's raised the level of everybody in the corner room. And I think Tim Walton's got a really difficult decision. Or maybe it's an easy one. I don't know. Does he stick with 3? Does he rotate 3, or does he stick with his 2 starters with Hancock and Denzel Burt? Let's see. I think that Davidson should be part of a 3-man rotation. I think you got to rotate 3 when you got a guy this freaking good. The guy doesn't smile. He doesn't smile. So he brings that attitude, toughness, kind of that Jersey swagger, Jersey mentality, hardworking. So I love it. I love this guy. And like I said, he's taken this room and made it just, super swaggy, I like to say. Super swaggy. All right, next up. Oh, we got a freshman here. Carnell Tate, the wide receiver, 6'2", another top 60 recruit. Lost his black stripe in less than 3 months on campus. Interesting and very impressive. He's taken it again. He's another guy taking advantage of the extra reps with the ones with Emeka and Julian Fleming out. He plays with confidence. He's got smooth, silky smooth routes. It's good hands, physical, and when the ball's in the air and goes up and gets those contested balls. If he can continue this talent with consistency and production, he's going to get reps this year. I have no doubt about it. I think he's another guy that can crack a 6-man rotation, maybe. Not that I'm not saying Hartline's going to rotate 6 evenly. I'm saying he can be in that 2 deep and get in there eventually. So again, same case here. Can he carry that momentum through summer into fall camp when Emeka and Julian come back? So let's see how things play out there. Last guy, this is a no-brainer. Number 11, the linebacker, CJ Hicks. He gained a ton of experience also with the starters being out in front of him. So with Steel Chambers at the wheel, CJ's behind him. With Steele being out most of spring, he gets valuable experience. And Jim Knowles pointed out that midway through the spring that the jack position could be a role for CJ. Get him more involved, maybe just a pass rush type of role, where he moves around behind the D line, finds a slot or an opening or a crease that he sees, and goes at the quarterback, and attacks, just one read and go, and Jim Knowles has said that he wants to take some of the thinking out of CJ's play. So giving him a one role is good. I think there has to be more though. There has to be more, because what are you talking? That's like what, 5-10 snaps a game sounds like. He's got to be more involved this year. And there's how many reps, how many snaps are going to be up for grabs, with Steele healthy, it's got a high ceiling. We know that. We saw the athletic ability, and that was on display in the spring practices. So could be a bonus for the Buckeyes, but I think we need a bigger role than just a pass rush, 3rd down guy. I think he needs to be in there more than just 1 down. So that's all I got. Please hit me up in the comments. Please like, subscribe, whether you're on podcast or YouTube. Please subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.